scum off the streets.
This is a 44 Magnum.
My name is Nancy Burson. I make portraits of people who don't exist, except that I'm sure that a lot of these faces are somewhere since there are 5 billion of us on the planet. All of us are composites, of our parents certainly, but also on a molecular level, every atom in our bodies were once parts of stars. On an individual level, each of us are composites of our emotions. And then as we mature, we become composites of our previous decades, plus our present. So these works for me are really about unification and about compromise. In a way, they force us to confront our own voyeurism. When I began making these images, they were sort of visual experiments, providing answers to unasked questions. Like, what would happen if we were all one sex? Or what would we look like if we were all one race? My husband, David Kramlich, and I make composites by combining several faces together with a computer. Variations of our technology have been used to find missing children and adults. Some pieces challenge our notion of what is beautiful, and what is ugly, and what is normal. But to me, they're all beautiful.
Il y a un livre en 1923 d'un auteur français. Et dans ce livre, on explique que l'homme recherche la femme comme une espèce d'idéal, tandis que la femme recherche Dieu. Et donc, il y a toujours une incommunicabilité entre l'homme et la femme, parce que le désir de perfection est différent selon l'homme et la femme. Et il est plus élevé chez la femme.
みんなに楽しんでもらおうと、そのためにはバカにもなろうと、ピエロにもなろうと、ドン・キホーテにもなろうと、みんながそういう素直なマインドで臨んでくれれば、最高の宴会になることは間違いないんです。
それでは謹んで洗濯機をやらさせていただきます。洗濯モードです。音楽ですか。
I believe that a wicked fairy, when I was a child in a pram, put a curse on me and said, you should always have a beautiful face, always be fat, and have the intelligence to know that you were fat.
Back, 2, 3, together.
Fat is really ugly. You know, I used to travel around with a pound of butcher fat and hold it up. It's a very shocking thing. Now, it's ugly. It's unhealthy. It's a killer. And it kills your soul. It kills your image. It kills your self-respect. When your child says, Mommy, next week it's Parents' Day at school, please don't come. What does it do to you?
Forward, 2, 3, together.
So that it is a real change. When you look in the mirror, you are seeing a totally different body, face, structure. Your facial outlines change. And you helped to create that. Now that's a very different thing to having someone pill you, inject you, hypnotize you, cut it off.
Back, 2, 3, together.
Take a look at me. I'm no longer dressed in blacks and grays and navy blues and browns. I'm wearing pink and fuchsia and green. And when I reach into my cupboard, everything fits.
Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny. Wendy, I'm home. Wendy, I'm home.
All the animals come. All the animals. All the animals come out at night. All the animals come. All the animals. All the animals come out at night.
You gotta love Hollywood, you know? Plenty of people to sucker out here. Plenty of people with money. Started the magazine in 1985 when I was about 18 years old. There were a whole bunch of punk rock zines out, and I wanted to do my own zine on movies, and I wanted to be real radical and punk rock, man. So I called it Film Threat. And it's just turned into this really lame magazine now. Boy, it's horrible. It stinks. One of the publicists from the latest Freddy Krueger movie called me, Nightmare on Elm Street 6 or whatever, and she said, oh, would you like to do an article on the new Freddy Krueger film? And I said, sure, how about we get a real child killer to review the film? No, we don't want, that's not the kind of publicity we're looking for, and that's what I like to do with Film Threat. I like to go for the jugular. Forget the movie. No one goes to see the movie. The thing I like to most judge is like how fast the free beer is flowing.